So who runs it now?
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Works.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing at the beginning of our meeting this afternoon. Check 1, 2. Again, a very pleasant good afternoon. Good to see all of you gathered here this afternoon. We're going to begin our meeting by inviting the Sergeant at Arms now to come as our moderator for this afternoon. Let's invite Jamal to come.
That means it's up or something like this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for the president. My apologies, parliamentarians. Let's start the meeting. Let's call it to order. Can we invite our Rotarian Victoria to? We haven't done anything yet. First, we'll ask you to do the invocation. So we'll have Rotarian Victoria and this as an invocation, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray. Our Lord, O Lord, and giver of all good, for our daily food. May Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve before our days. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Rotarian Victoria. Now we would please join with me in the royal toast. That's distinguished past president, past district governor Jim to lead us in the royal toast.
Not district governor.
Oh, okay, good.
Like to raise your glasses to the King, Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thank you. Past president, district governor Jim, you all may be seated.
Yes.
All right. Do we have any visiting Rotarians with us today? Everyone looks familiar, except the places I see right in front of me. Visiting Rotarians?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, okay, great. We'll get to the gas then. Good to have you. Anyway. And as a past district governor Larry would say, those joining us on air by Zoom, any visiting Rotarians with us? Is it on? The audio is on. You can't hear me? Oh, what happened? All right. What's happening? You couldn't hear me before this?
Yeah.
I gotta ask you. No? No visiting Rotarians on air, on Zoom? No? Okay. All right. What about any guests visiting with us today? We're gonna have a special guest, our speakers, yes. But apart from our speakers, we have no other guests? No.
I wish to Rotarian Tamika. I see my guest, Cynthia Bodie. She is online another week.
Awesome.
I also see Michelle.
Cynthia Bodie.
Oh, okay, Cynthia, good to have you again with us. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, Cynthia is what? 40?
At least 8.
8 weeks. Okay, where is our membership committee? Who's from? Oh, that's our Keno. Keno, don't let the main distract you. I understand Huh?
It's with the kitchen club.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand, Rotarian Keno, that, Cynthia has been with us now for 8 weeks.
She has been
Yes, she-
visiting with us from May. June, July,
Some
August.
information from.
Yes?
Yeah,
Okay,
if
good.
not, I'll enjoy it together.
Awesome, good stuff. And Cynthia, we are going to be with you any moment now, all right? And I endorse your membership. All right, so that's actually fast track. She can be a member today, then, right?
Thank you. You'll be excited to join.
All right, good. Any other non-Rotarian guests with us today?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dr. Siobhan Lloyd, and I'm a guest of the speaker, actually.
Okay, awesome. Right. Hey, our speaker's taking up half of the room. Our past president, Dwayne, wishes to know, Dr. Lloyd, whether you went to the University of Windsor.
Absolutely.
All right, okay, well, I think that's your alma mater.
All right, Windsor in the house.
Baby. I'm sure you want to forget him, but no, I'm sorry. He's here now.
No, hi, Dwayne.
And may I add PP Jamal, I would like to steal her because our sons run track together, and so that's Jonathan's mother, and so I'm letting her know that Jamal Carter mother's online.
Awesome, nice.
Hi there.
Good to have you, Dr. Lloyd, visiting with us today.
And I would have to steal her because she went to high school with me.
Nikita has a guest.
Yes.
Hello,
Oh, Lord. Wrong button.
past President Jamal, can you hear me?
Wow, all right. You probably know.
Mom?
It's too close. Yeah.
Yeah, some.
You all can hear me, but can they have?
They were
We can
hearing
hardly
you.
hear you.
Hello? You all? Yeah, you can't hear clearly? Yeah,
No,
we're having a challenge with the microphone, it seems.
All right, well, we'll do the best. Can you hear me? Can you hear me there on Zoom?
no, you sound like you're in a hallway.
Oh,
Gosh.
okay. All right. Yeah? Oh, okay, good. Okay, so yes, Dr. Lloyd, good to have you. And I'm gonna get to these two lovely ladies in front of us. Can you say who you are, please?
Good afternoon, my name is Princess Rosetta Burrows. My brother, assistant commissioner, John Ferguson, retired. John Bessie Ferguson, that's my brother.
Wow.
I'm happy to be here to represent.
It's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Good to have you with us today. And you, ma'am?
Good afternoon, Tamika McCartney, friend of founder.
Good to have you with us as well. Okay, we trust that to all of our guests. Okay. We trust that to all of our guests, your presence here today is going to be as important for you as it is for us to have you. All right, I see we do have a very prominent speaker, so we look forward to this presentation today. Good to have retired assistant commissioner Ferguson. And you know, I would ask you, Assistant Commissioner Ferguson, to come more often, because it seems as though by your presence here today, you're able to get over everyone. Hey. Radio, but so started again. That's all right. All right. Do you have any announcements? I'll invite our president. Any announcements?
Thank you very much, Vice President Jamal. Give you the announcements. And again, so good to see all of you come to the meeting today, and of course, to welcome all of you joining us online. Just by way of just a few quick announcements. Of course, you would know that on the 31st of October are going to be our annual club elections. And so I'm sure some communications are going to go out to those persons who have expressed an interest or who are interested. So we're going to be certainly in contact with you. But again, mark on the calendars for the 31st of October will be our club elections. I would have announced on last week, there is going to be the summit, Zone 33, Zone 34, held in the Atlantis for the 24th to 26th of October. And what that summit requires is that, as I mentioned on last week, is that we want to be able, as ambassadors here in the Bahamas, to welcome the guests who are going to join us at that summit. That requires, ladies and gentlemen, for us as a club and all of the Rotary clubs in the Bahamas to act as hosts and guests for those persons who are coming into our shores. And so what we will need, again, of volunteers from our club to be able to stand as ambassadors, to welcome the guests as they arrive at the airport, to be able to provide directions for them as they were to go move throughout the hotel. And so again, the list would have gone out for all of you to join us, to volunteer in your time during those days to act as hosts, hostesses for our guests who are coming in. And to those of you who are joining us online, again, we're asking for you, please, to make your information available to Shelby, so she can make note of your time which you're volunteering to be able to join us at that time. So make note of it again, October 24th to 26th. One of the things that's happening at the summit is that each of the clubs, Rotary clubs of the Bahamas, have a house or a booth where we're going to be manning on behalf of our respective clubs, a house of friendship. And so again, we're going to need all of you Rotary Club of Nassau members, prospective members, friends of the Rotary Club of Nassau, to please join us. We're going to need volunteers to man that booth, to man that area. And so we're going to need you to be able to select a specific time to share more information with you in the chat, share more information with you in these public meetings, to be able to join us again is manning that space there in the club. So we're looking forward to your participation on that again, October 24th to 26th. You would know, we would have made the announcement, the annual announcement again for the vision screening. I'm happy to have Lieutenant Leader James on the call. And so we are going to need for all of you who intend to travel with us, that's going to give you the dates exactly. This is now going to be Long Island. So we're not switching from Cat Island. We would have done Cat Island last year. We're now going to travel to Long Island this year. And this is going to be starting on the 20th to the 23rd really, of October. And so we need to be able to get the confirmed number of persons who are going to attend in order to lock down the accommodation, in order to lock down the flight. And so you can either contact myself, you can contact IPP Chantel, you can contact Rotarian Anita, but we need very quickly, talking of a matter of urgency, to be able to get the confirmed number of persons who intend to travel, to please make contact with us so we can go ahead and lock down travel and accommodations. We would have had a meeting on this past Friday, and the team there in Long Island are extremely excited about us coming there to Long Island. We want a good showing for all the Rotary Club members here at Rotary Club of Nassau. So we look forward to your participation. Please, if you haven't put in offers yet for that vacation time, put in that vacation time right now. I'm sure they'd be happy to give you that time off to attend, but it's going to be an outstanding time there in Long Island, and they're looking forward to our participation. So we really need you to be able to speak with us very, very quickly to be able to get that going. And so I think that would be my announcements for today. We'll make sure that I've covered everything. Those are very important things to take note of. I'm also sending out a clarion calling note on behalf of the treasurer. For those persons, we would have sent us the invoices. We want to make sure that you're getting those dues paid. And so you can see the treasurer to make your accounts ready. I'm so pleased this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Rotary Club of Nassau, to invite past President Jim to come. And he has got a very special announcement and a contribution to make towards us today. So I'm going to allow, let's invite him as he comes up. recommend. A very, very special presentation today.
Sorry, decided to give us $10,000 each.
Thank you, President Darian. It's been a tremendous growth in this club over the last few years. And so therefore, I just want to say, I'm Jim Roberts, I'm a past president of this club. After Larry there, I'm the second longest serving member of the club. And after Larry, I'm the second oldest person in the club. But I'm here today to represent the Group Deck Eagles Golf Club, which I have been a member since its beginning. And every year they conduct a golf challenge, which they raise money for the community. And so far they've raised over $500,000. Wow. Which all goes to the community. We don't take anything out of it. And it's always been a sponsorship there and giving so much every once in a while. And I noticed the last time on the sponsorships that the various Rotary clubs in Nassau have been given donations. In my club, the Rotary Club in Nassau, I never received a donation. I mentioned it to them, and they said it was an oversight and they would do something about it. Well, they said they'd come by and pick up the check. So I did. I mean, I thought maybe we get a $500, $1,000. I told them $1,500. But surprisingly, it wasn't that. So I'd like to present a check to President today. It's a check for
Come, Ray, get a picture, man.
check for almost $5,000. When he gave it to me, I really was stunned. I did not think that.
But I'm stunned.
So it's to our community service projects for this year.
Nice, awesome.
No, what's the name of the group again?
Oh, Hook Deck Eagles Golf Club.
Thank you. Listen to me, this is outstanding, eh?
So it's in every quarter you get a check for. Quarter? Yeah, every quarter.
No. Andrew,
Don't spend it all in one place. Vice President Jim, let me say to you, on behalf of the members, the executives, the Rotary Club of Nassau, please extend to the Deck Eagles Golf Club our sincere thanks, our sincere appreciation. If I was in another place, I would say, children, the Lord will make a way somehow. But I'm excited to receive this gift. Listen to me, this is most timely
Yes.
and most necessary, and it will certainly go. Open that door, Gabby, walk straight to me, Gabby. Walk straight to me, Gabby. Straight to me, Gabby. Gabby, good news. We're in the right place at the right time. Right. We had a meeting. Let's give you a little snippet. We had the executive meeting last evening. And one of the thoughts and the discussions was in terms of fundraising, Gabby. And so, Gabby, I received on behalf of the club today a check of $5,000. So we got a big party. No, we're not having a big party, but thank you again. This is don't receive the plan, yeah. Officially. But this is great, and we're very, 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 very much appreciative of this. Please extend our sincere thanks. Please.
Yes. Awesome.
So you can see, I know, it's not very serious.
Wow.
Let's invite, I think we try to come now with further announcements before we go along.
All right, good afternoon. Hope that it puts everyone in the giving spirit. We are still,
Now, who are you next?
okay, thank you. You gonna match or do better?
The
church
church
receives. In the spirit of giving, of course, we are continuing with our fundraising event this month when we do August, September, and October. So we will be taking our orders by Tuesday for the switcherific drinks, please. So please, we would like for you to, get your office, get your family, get your friends involved, as President Darren is saying, we do need the funds. Thank you so much for that donation. It goes a long way, but we still have a lot that we want to get done throughout the year. So please, make sure that you get your orders in by Tuesday so that you can make the delivery on Thursday. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to invite now return to Leah, you just open your mic with your announcement. Leah, are you there?
Hello, hi, yes, good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
Great, how you doing?
Good to be here. I'd just like to give an update on our annual Fun Fit Fellowship Fun Run Walk that is coming up on Saturday, October 7th at 6 a.m. at the Paradise Island Bar and Grill, where we've hosted it for the past 2 years. Just wanted to let everyone know that volunteers from the Wellness Committee will be there to show both runners, joggers, and those that are walking the route. And anyone who is still able to lend their assistance and donations or volunteering, we are open to more persons. We also like to ask everyone to please, come out and participate in this great initiative, and it's guaranteed to keep you feeling fit and great. And this year we are partnering with the Rotary of Old Fort Bay by having a yoga cool down on the beach immediately after the Fun Fit Walk 5K. And on the call, I do believe that we do have one of two of the wellness chair present. Today, Rotarian Rashana Nixon on call.
Yes, thank you very much. We are pleased to be partnering with you all and we look forward to it.
Yes, thank
Good
you so
stuff,
much.
good stuff.
Yes, and also we do plan to have lots of prizes and surprises as well. So looking forward to another Fun Fit Fellowship walk with everyone.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing, Leah. And the challenge goes out for anybody to beat past President Jamal. Shouldn't be very difficult. Yeah. So that's a challenge. That's a challenge.
Okay.
So that's past President Jamal and I think Chantel.
That must be going to Shanty.
Yeah, you got Shelby in that too. I think you all the time. Come, Gavin, let's go real quickly in terms of announcement from the treasurer.
Good afternoon, RCNs.
Good afternoon.
I feel fantastic. I mean, as I was walking in there, I was thinking about what I was gonna say. And then I said, come on, I said, oh boy, I don't know. And then when I saw all the zeros behind that check, I said, my God. But still, right? Even though we have that nice check there, we are still open for more donations. Dues, all of those things assist us with getting projects done and paying for our overhead and everything. For RCN is doing a tremendous job with all the projects and all the community service, reach outs. So we really depend on you all, our members, to keep us floating. All right, so I know back to school on August, that was tough on some people, myself included, right? But let's catch back up in September. So everybody that gets those funds at the end of the month, I'm asking humbly, just to put a little something aside for Rotary Club of Nassau, dues and charitable donations. All right, so that's just it for me today. I'm looking forward to checking the bank account September 30th. See some more zeros behind those numbers, eh? Thank you all.
Thank you. Okay, let's invite the membership chair, Kino, if you come real quickly, let's go with the updates.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I was speaking with Dwayne in the back then, he said he's never seen a president so happy. Never in his life seen a president. Well, listen, so good. We have quite a number of visitors who are on. I was just told that Alexi is back on this morning. This is her third meeting. And this club is growing. Come on, get it up. Get it up. My very good friend, let me get it right now. But it's good to have you with us today. But I'm excited because 3 reasons. The first reason is because Owen is in the house.
Yeah.
Owen's birthday. Yeah, and last week I made a mistake. I didn't recognize Jamal. So Jamal, I'm calling your name again for the day for birthdays for the week. Shabazz birthday is also during this week. And I don't, where's Sheila? Sheila was supposed to be here. She didn't get done. Aunt Sheila missed the dance today. And Owen is here. So because Sheila has missed the dance today, the one and only Miss Skippings will dance with me today. Since her last birthday. Miss Skippings. Yes, ma'am. Come on, yes. You gotta get the birthday song. We gotta get Lady Skippings to dance with me today. Get your cameras out. You don't normally see this. This is something that you don't normally get. Please get your cameras out and get my song together.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
My birthday, come again. My birthday, come again. My birthday, come again. How old am I now? My birthday, come again. My birthday, come again. My birthday.
Rotary is we must have fun. And for those of you who are visiting us today, we're still open for new members. And of course, as you heard from Jim, and again, thank you, Jim, we are looking to grow. But more importantly, we're looking to grow to impact the lives of the people in our community. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you very much, Darren Pino. We're now going to have the introduction of our speaker. I'm going to invite Returning Green to come, but as you come, I want to welcome, take a special welcome to Reverend Adelaide, who's come again and join our speaker. Thank you so much for coming. Good to see you in our audience today. I remember you way back when from Government High. You don't remember this, but one of your, I think, parishioners, Woodside. Yes, I remember. Yeah. And I remember you coming there, Government High. So good to have you in our audience today. Let's go. Very amazing to introduce our speaker.
Good afternoon, RCN. Good afternoon, RCN. Good indeed. It's such a pleasure of mine to be given this esteemed task to introduce one of my former bosses while I lived at another place. And I can tell you couldn't find a better gentleman than the one and only John Wesley Ferguson. That's all his government name. John Wesley Ferguson, just a brief intro for him. He was born in July 1st, 1955, with the parentage of Bishop Cephas Ferguson. And those of you who remember Bishop Ferguson, he served as a chaplain to the prison for many years. And the late Clotilde Ferguson, Clotilde Ferguson. That's a whole challenge name, boy. Clotilde Ferguson. Get it right. Get it right. He is the first of 9 siblings. He attended the Teacher Science Preschool, Woodcock Primary School, Western Junior, Senior Schools, Oakfield Secondary School, and graduated from the Prince William High School in June of 1972. He enlisted in the Royal Bahamas Police Force on the 29th of January 1973, a famous year, and held numerous leadership and command positions during his exciting career. He's traveled extensively around the world and attended many courses in advanced leadership, including courses at the training school of the Independent Commission Against Corruption in Hong Kong and Pegai Institute in Hawaii. He's a graduate of the FBI National Academy in Virginia. He's recipient of numerous awards, medals, and commendations, and retired from the Royal Bahamas Police Force at the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police after completing 40 years of unbroken service. Upon his retirement from the force, Mr. Ferguson joined the staff at the Central Bank of the Bahamas as the Chief Security Officer, and then he retired from there, that institution, as a security consultant. He's also one of Her Majesty's Justice of the Peace for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Mr. Ferguson is also a pastor. So they say Pastor Ferguson. He's better than that. We're gonna dig his bio. Bishop Ferguson has been a licensed minister in the Church of God of Prophecy for over 25 years. And held numerous positions such as Sunday school teacher, youth director, and the likes. He has preached in churches in New Providence and the Family Islands, and has ministered in the United States and in India. Could you believe it? He's a legend in the Bahamas brass band and was a featured saxophonist during the 50th anniversary of the band at the General Assembly in Cleveland, Tennessee. He's the founder of the Big Harvest Community Sunday School in the inner city of New Providence, Chokeneck Alley. That is specifically to admit youth and underprivileged children, and is known nationally and internationally for its annual Sunday School rally in the alley. He presently serves under national appointment as Community Missions Pastor for the Church of God of Prophecy in New Providence, and recently ordained to the office of Bishop, correct? Bishop Ferguson is married to the wonderful and beautiful Debbie M. Ferguson Nee Goodman of Tappan Bay, Eleuthera, and is the father of 2 children, daughter Jonette Ferguson Morris, son Ishad, son-in-law Lovato Morris, and granddaughter Denaya Morris. He's also the surrogate father to a whole community of children, all those children to Chokeneck Alley, all of them. He lives by the philosophy of the great English Christian theologian, John Wesley, whom he is named after. And it says, I shall only pass this way once, but once. I must do all the good that I can, by all the means that I can, in all the places that I can, at all the times that I can, to all the people that I can, as long as I can. For I shall not pass this way again. Please, RCN, help me. Go for it. The one and only Bishop. Thank you very much for such kind introduction, Brother Miller. And I tell you, I was wondering about why they were talking. I wish to first thank all of those who are responsible for me being here today, to allow me to do this great presentation on such a timely topic. I also would like to commend the Rotary Club of Shaw for the great work and contribution that you have made and continue to make in the development and advancement of our people throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Transforming this generation. And it's amazing how you take 2 weeks to prepare something for 15 minutes. First, let us look at the fine prints of what is a generation. You, me, and our siblings make one generation. Our parents and their siblings connect another generation. Our grandparents and their siblings from the 3rd generation, and so on. Over the years, going back to Bible times, there were scores of generations that came upon this earth, right down through the ages and into the modern times. Time would not allow me to go into all the characteristics and legacy that these numerous generations left in the sands of time for us to pattern after. But the fact is, each of them made a difference in the time span allotted to them. According to some scholars, A generation is normally given a 40-year span on reaching maturity. Many generations were given generation identities. For example, it is said that the greatest generation was born 1901, between 1901 and 1927 of the modern era. The silent generation was born between 1928 and 1945. The baby boomer generation between 1946 and 1964. Generation X between 1965 and 1980. The millennials between 1981 and 1996. Generation Z between 1996 and 2012. And now Generation Alpha between 2013 and going on to 2025. How do we decipher the different changes in all of these generations? How do we cope with the attitudes and expectations of this massive group of individuals? Today, I will only concentrate on the transformation of this current generation that is creating so much challenges and obstacles for us to climb over. The key to a successful generational transition is to understand the previous generation. It is unfortunate that this generation perceives the world differently from their elders. We are dealing with a generation that has no patience. Everything must happen instantly. What is the meaning of transformation? It is described as a marked change in form or nature, remodeling, reshaping, redoing, reconstructing, reorganizing, revolutionizing. To achieve the transformational thrust that we are seeking, we must first realize that it is imperative that leaders, both civic and religious, regard children as the building blocks to the future and to the transformation of our country to the past. We have to mobilize our children and young adults today to become agents of change, to make the development and welfare of our children and young adults a national priority. Empower our young people to live up their purpose and potential. Empowerment can only happen when we as leaders apply this knowledge to the formulation of policies. To further enhance what I just said, public policy in this regard must focus not only on the educational aspect of development, but must simultaneously focus on the emotional, physical, social, economic, and spiritual needs of this up and coming generation. If we make these changes now, perhaps the country's next generation will not inherit some of the negative attitudes of the present generation. One of the main social ills that is plaguing this generation, particularly our young men, is conflict resolution. The sense of reason does not appear to exist with some of them. Years after high school are the period in which many of our young men in particular lose their way and get into trouble. It is at this juncture in their development that we need to introduce a rite of passage, similar to what is done with the young men in the Jewish and some African societies. We need urgently to look into this direction to effectively transform the generation. We cannot leave out, therefore, programs that build character. I wish to emphasize the urgency of starting the transformation of this generation. As we examine the circumstances, let us not just stand and complain or sit and wonder why. We need not regret the past, it is gone. need not fear the future because it is on the horizon and is beckoning to us. If we act now, we can start to shape the future of this generation. Some ask, where do we start? I will highlight 5 points. Shape the future of our families. What does the family consist of? How do we stem the tide of dysfunctional family? Shape the future of our communities. Who are the active participants of our community? Shape the future of our church. How do we deal with the combination of religious ideologies that is in our country today? Shape the future of our country. Where do we go from here? What is our national plan for this generation? If we are successful at attempting to make the transformations in the points mentioned, this generation can be a part of shaping the future of the world. How will that happen? I am of the opinion that the message of peace and love is central to character formation. This is the antidote from which this new generation of Bahamians will derive their sense of identity and worth. Through this method, our young men will learn to control their temper, resolve conflicts, and erase some of the antisocial behavior that is so prevalent in our community. They must learn to solve their personal differences without resorting to verbal or physical violence, and how to cope positively with failures, stress, and anxiety. I will give 2 objectives we must achieve in order to make what I said a reality. We must encourage the young teenager, the young man or woman who is today only 15 years of age to become an agent of change for the transformation of our country by the year 2033. It is a 10-year learning curve, but it can happen. You notice I emphasize agents of change. The unattached youth who is drifting with no connection in the community must be reattached and feel a sense of belonging and appreciation. We cannot simply, and we must not just hand this generation over to life and expect them to achieve lofty goals and ideals without direction. The most important message that we can give this generation, or we must give to this generation, is how to live in peace and love. It requires more than just words. It must be seen and it must be felt. The most basic need is peace and love for our survival. This generation needs to know that they are loved. I repeat that. This generation needs to know that they are loved and to be a part of the human existence that holds them close. They want to be treated with dignity and respect. Without a doubt, the message of peace and love is paramount to the upward mobility of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Transformation will not take place where there is hatred. Transformation will not take place where there is hatred. Unkindness, antisocial behavior, and lack of respect for the rule of law and order. There will be no transformation. Our voices. I'm glad to hear of some of the wonderful things that is happening globally around the Bahamas and indeed around the world. Our voices must be heard today, not tomorrow, today. We must be the drum majors for peace and love within our homes, our schools, our community, and indeed our country. We brag about the preamble of our Constitution, whereas the people of this family of islands, recognizing that the preservation of their freedom will be guaranteed by a national commitment to self-discipline, industry, loyalty, unity, and an abiding respect for Christian values and the rule of law. It states further, recognizing the supremacy of God. It ends, do hereby provide by these articles for the indivisible unity and creation under God of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God is love. If God is taken out of the equation, there will be no love. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, must be recognized that it is an individual experience. This generation needs more of that love.
That is awesome. John Ferguson and so
of that peace and love.
he's retired.
Then will we see and feel. I repeat that. Only then will we see and feel the transformation that we so desire from this generation. Thank you very much. Come on, RCN, come on, RCN. But we want to just thank Bishop Ferguson for such a timely message. Couldn't come at a better time, given that all the challenges we face in this country with our young people. So I'm quite sure you have those in the room who will do so, has been charged by you, sir. And so we want to thank you so much for that. And of course, on behalf of our President Darren, we wish to extend our thank you to you, first of all, by offering you the famous Rotary. That's one of the people Rotary around the world. You always get one of them. You always get one of them. Yes, and of course, certificate, we want to give you a certificate. Certificate of appreciation. Thanks. Thank you so much.
We'll take 2 questions for our guests. Any questions from the audience, either here in person or those who are joining us from so many questions for our guests this afternoon on the topic transforming this generation. Bishop, you spoke about the issues we have in terms of conflict resolution, especially with our young men. If you could just list perhaps two practical programs that you would suggest that may be able to assist in that area to really guide our young men to see the challenges and conflict resolution?
Well, the first organization or established from Northern the Ark of Jesus Christ is the church. We have churches in every community in our country and in the family islands. The priest, the pastor, the youth leader, that's the first, in my answer to your question, the first line of defense. And then there are several clubs, social clubs, girl guides, boys brigades, youth clubs. There's so many of them. Mrs. Kippen, she knows, she has on the bottom of all of them. But there are several social clubs in our country that deals with these different aspects of challenges that faces our youngsters today. I was just telling one of the every Sunday we have our afternoon Sunday school in Woodside here. Scores of youngsters come every Sunday with different challenges, different problems, and sit down and work it out with them. So all of these things, all of these different avenues are built. But those youth clubs, those youth groups, those churches that have youth groups, they must now turn outwardly, because if you don't go to them, if they don't come to you, you have to go to them. That's the bottom line. These buildings cannot just exist as buildings. There are people, there are groups, there are other youngsters who can go out in the community. The problem that we face is not in the buildings. Our problem is in the community. And those youngsters in the community are dying for love. That love that is being preached, they want to feel that. They want to feel that. They want to feel the pat on the back of a preacher or some youth leader or someone that says, man, we love you. You may have come through different circumstances, but we love you. We appreciate you. They want to feel that. And I can tell you, it would make a difference.
You take one.
Question, I know this doesn't encompass and covers everything, but many years ago it was discussed, but what do you think about a national youth corps, youth service?
I am 100% in that. A national youth service. And by that I mean, check the countries that have adopted national youth service. I'm not saying they are problem free, but a lot of the problems that exist today, if we had encompassed that many years ago, the generation might have been going in a different direction. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Okay? That's my opinion. Because what a national youth program does, it encompasses everyone and all the youngsters who are about all over the place trying to rock and bottles, people and things that they would have enhanced, been in a position to further advance the development of the
Take a final question from Stanley.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. A very profound presentation.
Thank you.
And I have one question that I would like to fulfilling of the 5 points. I got 4. You said the first one, we need to transform the home.
Yes.
You said the church.
Yes.
You said the community. I missed one. You said it was 5, but I got nation. Huh?
I think I could refer to my notes, but I think in the combination of all that transformation, you can transform the world.
Oh, okay. Yes. Very salient points. My question is, and I don't know how we are with time. But I'll ask the question, you can answer it, and I'd like, if possible, a minute or two to just briefly say what I did that I feel can be an example that can be carried out. The statistics is high that in our country, most of the homes are led by single mothers. You talk about character transformation. Studies have been done and it has been said over and over. Daddy's place, father place in the home is pivotal, even for shaping girls. And I have an example that I'd like to give. What are the suggestions you can give, sir, as to what we can do to support, to help out, to cause those single mothers' homes to be transformed so that we could get some father's presence or supervision or interaction in those homes? Some suggestions, sir?
Well, I can only tell you the way I see it and the way I believe when God had the whole family plan for them. No matter what you see happening today, it's like you building a house. If you're building a house without a plan, you're building that contrary to the regulations. Your plan wasn't approved by the Ministry of Works, and they didn't give you a plan number and went through the various process, and you start building. Eventually, they will come and tell you you're not building according to the plan. And either they knock it, take it down, or they can knock it down. Start. When you go away from what the architect, God was the architect of the foundations. You deviate from that. Now, like I said, you cannot deal with down the line and what happened in various circumstances. I can only deal with what the truth, who the architect of the family is, despite what may happen. What needs to happen is that original plan that God had for mankind needs to be reestablished. That's all. And once that is done, well
said. If you would allow me, sir.
What time is constrained?
Okay.
I'm more than happy to engage you.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing. Thank you again, Bishop Ferguson, for your very timely invitation. I think one of the ways we can assist in terms of transforming the generation is through education. And I'm happy now to share a presentation that I want to commend Terry Sabina and her team for this month's basic education literacy, where they were better around to the various schools that had various programs. To now share a very quick video of what was done for this month.
The book only works when it's opened. Let's read, Rotarians.
Trinity Christian Schools is congratulating the Rotary Club of Nassau for focusing on their reading effort. We love reading. Congratulations, Rotary Club of Nassau. We love reading.
Good afternoon. My name is Esther. We attend the grade and Copley High School and are both members of the Interact Club. My love for reading stems from the positive impact it has on my grammar skills, and it's just a great way for me to use my time. And it also helps me time into my creative side.
Let's give them an Old by Primary welcome.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing in RCN land? Listen, I'm so excited and happy to say to you, welcome to the month of September as we celebrate Education and Literacy Month.
Here's truly the Natural Empress passing through just to endorse the Rotary Club of Nassau's Reading Initiative. Let's get reading, Bahamas.
It's reading time again. It's reading time again. It's reading time again. Kingsway Academy 6 are falling in love with our Rotary Reading Initiative. Reading to read. The more we know, the more we grow.
Hello, Rotary Club of Nassau, and this is your boy, Landlord, International Local, award-winning artist, TV, radio host, and so much more. I just want to congratulate you guys for, pushing education and literacy right here in the Bahamas. Reading is like music in the air, man. It's like symphony. You guys keep up the great work, man. I'm proud of you guys. Just keep it going, man, all right? Bless up yourself. Let's read.
Outstanding. Congratulations to the team. And so good to see all of the interaction between the boys and girls and students, the celebrities, whoever they are. Thank you all again. Yes, sir.
Speakers put some law and order. Whoever was driving up the head of the recording.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's look now in terms of fines. How many fines we collected today? We talk about conflict resolution. One of the things that causes conflict is cell phone ringing and meeting, right? So I hope they collected the fine.
I sure did.
How many
yes.
fines total today?
We only have 40.
What?
Only have 40. Only 40.
They go around and collect at least 10 more. Fine, the one another 2 hours for not being here for the past couple of weeks. Okay? Fine, man, but I think change to I put change to rights. Get the color on the first side. Fine, fine, okay. Fine, fine, with $2. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta get $2 from Gavin, so she can
I was gonna pay 5 and I only got, I gave him 10 and I got.
Ask for 5, Jeff.
$3 change.
No,
So
no,
I'm not saying
no,
that.
no. Okay? Okay, fine, okay, let's give him a dancing box. Come on, get somebody.
If you want to know what the party you represent today, should you be fine with that?
What's that? I am not sure. Because they got off. Let's get the raffle. Let's get the raffle going. Get someone to pick the winning number, please. Get someone to pick the winning number. Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Sorry, if I do too many things one time. There you go. We got $80 from the raffle.
80
from the raffle.
Okay, spell again.
Oh, this.
Winning number.
Oh, with the prize. That's right there.
Oh, so we have the answer. So this is the answer now. This is a universal dashboard car mount. The person who is driving the recording, this is the answer for them. Right? Okay, so the winning number is 488803.
Wow.
03. Anyone?
Thank you very much.
Go!
Yeah, man.
Does he make it like Larry?
I better
care. I didn't want to sound there. Following test. Going for the year. Following test.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. Yes, can you all join me in standing as we say the four-way test? In the things we think, say, or do.
Is it
Is
the
it
truth?
true?
Is it?
Friendships. Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And most importantly,
Will it be fun?
fun. Yes. Now, can we all raise our glasses for the Rotary toast? To Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you in question, those of you on Zoom, thank you for coming. It's been a wonderful meeting. Thank you again to our guests for the wonderful presentation. I wish all of you a very successful and enjoyable meeting. Thank you all.
Are you doing any questions?
Huh?
Because there's one online.
Okay, sorry, Bishop Ferguson, just very quickly, have been our partner, there's a question online.
Danny, you see the questions?
You can jump outside, there's a question online for you, sir.
You see it? What happened to the family finding it?
Well, yes.
I didn't see that one. That's one too short.
Yes.
You can answer.
In dealing with persons who are easily offended, that's the question that's online. Do your best to ignore them. Try your best to ignore them, because people who are easily offended, the more you add to what caused them to be easily offended, you escalate the potential of them reacting in a different situation.
Another question was, what about the Governor General?
Yes, that's a very good program. Governor General Union Boards, excellent program, and it builds character in young people. And I've seen a lot of youngsters who pass through our awards, and it holds a multitude of positive direction when it comes to getting involved in that program. Yeah, excellent program.
So the questions online.
Yes, just quickly, two examples. Two homes that was affected, having just single mothers leading. I was invited to the school to speak to the at-risk student. And this was the school down on East Street South by the police station. I can't remember the name of that. But
that's CB Battle.
CB Battle, right. As I addressed those young ladies, and I gave them a point of reality in biology, we know that it is the father's Y chromosome, X chromosome that determines the identity, the sexual identity of the child. And I said to those young ladies, if you love being a female, you need to thank God, but also thank your father. A young lady called her dad, got his number from the mother who was keeping her away from him for 14 years. But when she needed money, she go to the court to get money to do whatever she wanted. The young lady got the number from her mother, called her dad and said, Daddy, I thank you. I thank you. He said, what you thanking me for? He was shocked. I heard today from a pastor, according to biology, it was your sperm, the X in your sperm that made me to be identified as a girl, and I love being a girl. That engineered conversation, and the father said, I want to take you to lunch and talk to you. The mother was trying to stop it, and the girl said, Mommy, that's my daddy. You can't stop me. I'm not going out anywhere with anybody. And end of story. He shared with her how he tried to take care of her, but the mother was keeping her from him. That bonded them. But I'm saying it's examples like that that needs to be corrected. Another example, a young man was being kept from his father. But his father heard that he was being honored at school through my talk. And when he came, the young man and his father bonded. And he graduated even much better with a GPA. These are the things that need to be corrected. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
You want me to go? Come, Larry, come, Larry.
Yes.
Let's go.
Come, Larry. Okay, one more chair. Come, Larry, get right in.
All right, good day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Sir.